Now, exercise could be just as effective as drug treatments for some patients suffering from heart disease and stroke. That's the finding of a study published in the British Medical Journal. Researchers say in some cases, physical activity could be a viable alternative to medication, but they warn more investigation is needed. Our health correspondent, Dominic Hughes, reports.
The benefits of exercise are well known, and yet fewer than 1 in 5 adults in the UK exercises on a regular basis. Many of the people at this weight loss class have been referred by their GP after worries about their health.
You know, maybe from family history and so on, that you're putting yourself at risk all the time. So it's really time to do something about it.
My blood pressure is perfectly fine. I've lost nearly a stone in weight.
There's high cholesterol that runs in the family, so I'm trying to get my cholesterol levels down as well.
Now researchers from Britain and the United States have found that when it comes to prolonging the lives of people who've had heart disease or stroke or maybe at risk of diabetes, then taking regular exercise like this might be as beneficial as taking medication. When comparing mortality data, they found that patients who exercised and had heart disease or risked developing diabetes lived just as long as those prescribed drug treatments. The results were even better for stroke patients. Drugs were more effective for those suffering from heart failure.
Medicines are a vital part of any treatment for heart-related conditions, and you should continue to keep taking your medicines as your doctor has prescribed. Also speak to your doctor or nurse about exercise and how you can increase your exercise levels, because this is also going to be beneficial to your heart health.
The researchers say there are still big gaps in the evidence on the benefits of exercise versus drugs, but when the two are combined, the results could be significant. Dominic Hughes, BBC News.
Well, with me, as you can see, is a TV fitness expert, Jane Rafter. She's worked in the keep fit industry for over a decade and currently runs her own fitness school here in London. Thank you very much, Jane, for being with us. Actually, you're making me feel like I ought to get out there and do some jogging myself. Do you see people come to your school, fitness school, who you know maybe have some sort of history of heart disease or perhaps have had a stroke?
Yes, occasionally we do get people who come specifically to try and improve their health. And of course I always do make sure that they've checked with the GP, and if you do have high blood pressure, it's good to get that under control with medication, interestingly, before you exercise. So that's just a little caveat. But yes, we do get people who come to improve their health. But interestingly, what I find personally is that most people will start to do fitness more because they want to lose weight or tone up certain parts of their body, and then they're surprised by the way it makes them feel. So the ones who stick to it tend to stick to it because it just makes them feel so good. It increases energy and stamina and you know, really lifts the mood and the spirit. It's like energy for the soul.
I mean, but you have this sense, do you, that you're working alongside,
yes,
in terms of health, alongside the drugs, people who may be taking medicines and so on?
Yes, definitely. And increasingly now, GP practices are referring people to gyms rather than putting them on medication.
Is that right?
That's the new initiative that is growing, and I'm so happy and delighted that that's the case, because I know from my own personal experience and working with clients that it does work. It reduces blood pressure, it reduces cholesterol levels, and it definitely reduces depression as well. So it has multi-benefits. So it's great that people are realising at last that it is either an alternative to drugs or perhaps an addition.
Very briefly, I mean, are you seeing numbers in your gym going up or down?
I'd say it's constantly on the increase. I think more and more people are starting to realise about the health benefits that exercise offers over and above just, you know, toning up the body.
Jane Rafter, we've got to leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, before we go, a reminder of that breaking news that